play a little game. It's an easy game. And for this, I want to bring on Phillip Dukes of 5-Star Flex. Welcome, Phillip. And here's how this little game goes. I'm going to throw out a name along with the school that the recruit is committed to. Then we say whether we think he's going to stick with the team that he's committed to, or flip to another team. Now, you don't have to say the team that you think he's going to flip to, but if you want an extra bonus point, you can. All right, let's start it out. So here we go. We'll start out with an easy one. Bryce Underwood. He was here in Nashville. We both talked to him. I'll go first. Bryce Underwood, committed to LSU. That's an easy stick for me. What do you got?
1,000% stick. If I don't think I've ever spoken to anybody more committed than Bryce Underwood is to LSU.
Yeah, I would agree with that. All right, now these are progressively going to get a little harder. Naeem Offord, number 1 cornerback in America. He's committed to Ohio State. We were just here with him in Nashville as well. Stick for me.
I'm gonna go stick as of today. I would really like to play this game again after he goes on his official visits. But as of today, okay, I'll go with stick.
Yeah, and we're playing it as of today. You know, hey, we just started summer recruiting. You and I both know these official visits are going to change things, but we can play this every week. I don't know. Maybe we will. Yeah. All right, next name on the board. You know, this one's an easy one too. Defensive lineman Justice Terry, committed to USC. I'll go first. I go flip. I mean, we know he committed to USC a couple months ago now, but he's going to take these visits, and I'm watching Georgia. If I had to give you a team there for the flip, I'm watching Georgia. Justice Terry, what do you think? Committed to USC, flip or stick or flip?
I'd say flip. I just think it's a long way for him to go and to make it over all of these SEC teams that are pretty much fawning over him. I think Georgia really is someone who I would watch, who he was previously committed to, but it's a couple of schools that I think are going to pop up that you're going to say, oh, wow. So at this moment for Justice Terry, I would say flip.
Okay. Next prospect, wide receiver, Dallas Wilson. Now, he's committed to Oregon and has been for about 13 months. But here's the thing. He's from the Tampa Bay area. So we're talking 3,000 miles away. And we've seen it happen. We've seen Florida kids go out to Oregon and succeed and play out there. Dallas Wilson, stick or flip. I'll go first with Dallas Wilson. This is a heartbreaker, but I got to go flip to one of the in-state schools. Probably right now, if I had to pick one, probably Miami.
Yeah, the way the wide receiver dominoes are falling, you're going to see teams miss on guys who they think they have a really good shot with, and then you're going to see some of these top schools literally throw the house at this guy, and I think that he ends up flipping in the long run. But that's not to say I don't think that Oregon's going to have a great wide receiver class.
Yep, that's right. All right, so we got a double flip for Wilson. All right, the next up, edge Javian Hilson, top 5 edge in America. Back in January, he flipped his commitment from Alabama to Florida State in the wake of the Nick Saban retirement. Now he's been talking with Alabama, and now he sets an official visit to Texas. Javian Hilson, FSU, stick or flip. I'm going flip here. I don't know where to, but I'm going Javian Hilson, flip. How about you? Stick or flip?
I think he sticks based on the fact of how important he is to that class, how good of a player he is, and I think that Florida State, I don't think when you look at his official visits, I think quiet is kept. I think UCF has done a really good job recruiting him. I just don't think that they're going to have enough. And you still got the Alabamas of the world. You still got other Texases of the world. But I just really think that Florida State is going to do everything it takes to keep Hilson at home.
All right. So that's a stick for you, huh?
Yep, that's a stick.
All right. Now let's go to another edge, number 1 edge in America, Isaiah Gibson, committed to USC. I'll start here. Stick or flip? Isaiah Gibson. I mean, hey, USC fans already hate me, so I'm going flip. And I got Georgia. I know he's on that official visit to Georgia right now as we tape this. He's going to take 6 total official visits this summer. One of them will be out to USC, but he's taking 5 others. I think the writing's on the wall. I'm sorry, USC fans, but I'm going flip here. Stick or flip for you, Dukes?
Yeah, I think it's another flip for me, just based on the fact, like I said earlier. Now, not to say that defensive lineman from Georgia won't go to Southern Cal, as Cameron Fountain, who is a highly rated recruit out of Washington High School, he stuck with his commitment last year. But I just think that the amount of options are a little bit different for these 2 guys, including Terry. And so I just think it's going to be hard to keep them out of the Southeast. when it comes to recruiting them or getting their signature. So I think he flips.
All right, we got another quarterback here. This time it's Deuce Knight, top 10 quarterback, committed to Notre Dame. Now he's in the state of Mississippi. We know Alabama's been recruiting him a little bit. We know Ole Miss. We know Mississippi State. There's some teams knocking his door, but he hasn't taken any other visits yet. So stick or flip, Deuce Knight. I'm going stick, but you're really the Deuce Knight expert. So this is for you. You've had him on the 5-star flex twice now. So Deuce Knight, stick or flip, Notre Dame.
I'm going with stick. When I talk to him, we've had multiple conversations off the record, on the record. Deuce Knight, really great kid, but I just think that Notre Dame provides so much that he likes off the field that I think does he take a visit? Possibly. I know that's pretty much taboo when it comes to a quarterback committed to Notre Dame, but I think he's the type of guy that if he has that type of issue, I can't see Notre Dame saying, all right, well, since you took a visit, we're dropping you. I think that he may take a visit just to kind of poke around and make sure he's making the right decision. But I think it's one of those visits for confirmation, not for kind of looking for something. I think he just wants to make sure that he's made the right decision. So I'm going to go with stick.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. Right now, I mean, I just feel like the Deuce Knight drama that we thought we might see this summer looks like it might just fizzle out, and he's going to remain solid in Notre Dame. At least that's where it feels like heading into the summer. So I'm with you. Stick on that one. All right. Move on to one of the biggest, most athletic defensive linemen in the state of Florida, Jalen Wiggins. He's from Tallahassee Rickards High School, and he committed to UF. Now we're going to play stick or flip here. I got a big flip for Jalen Wiggins, and the team I'm watching is his hometown team, Florida State. He's been there a bunch. He's going to continue visiting. I don't know if this is one that we see flip during the summer. Maybe he is going to take an official visit to Florida State, but I eventually think that Jalen Wiggins flips from UF. What do you think? Stick or flip for Jalen Wiggins?
As of right now, I'm going to go stick with Florida, and it's for the same reason that I like Hilson to Florida State. Florida right now, he's one of those guys that you can't afford to lose. With their class, they're trying to get the recruiting momentum in their class. And I just think that they have some things to offer. And depending on how the season goes, I think, he'll stick. And that's one I would love to come back to. But as of today, I think he sticks.
All right, let's move on to a big name here. Quarterback Keelan Russell, SMU. I mean, SMU holding on for dear life here. Stick or flip. I'm going Keelan Russell flip. And the team that I'm going with is Alabama. How about you? Stick or flip Keelan Russell?
I'm going to go flip. I was thinking more, and it's funny that you said that because I was thinking more Texas, but we'll see how that goes. But definitely he's a big quarterback domino. And as we continue to play, you'll see what I think about it. But, yeah, right now I'm going to go flip.
Yeah, hey, maybe I got recency bias. He was on campus in Tuscaloosa visiting Alabama this weekend. I'm going with the momentum there with Alabama, but either way, SMU, I don't think they can hold on.
That's going to be rough.
All right, next up, speaking about not being able to hold on, running back Alvin Henderson. He's from the state of Alabama, and he recently committed to Penn State. Stick or flip here. I'm going flip, and I think Auburn is the team that I'm watching. Duke, stick or flip for Alvin Henderson and Penn State.
Verbatim, same thing. Auburn is the team that I think he ends up signing with, and I'm going to go flip. He's also a guy I've had on twice on the 5-star flex. He definitely told me what he was going to do before he committed to Penn State. We haven't had that conversation again yet, but I think the next time we had that conversation, it'll probably be Auburn.
All right, the next name on this, I think right before his decision, did you guys have TJ Alford on the 5-star flex as well?
Yep, Michael Jackson, that's what I call him. Yep.
All right. So Tarvos TJ Alford. Here we are at the start of summer. Right now, stick or flip. I'm going stick with Ohio State, but we all know Miami in the end is going to be a threat. But for now, kind of like what you said, Dukes, beginning of summer, where things stand. Actually, he was on his official visit to Ohio State this weekend. I'm going stick for TJ Alford. How about you? Stick or flip?
I'm going to go flip. I think it's going to be tough to keep him out of the Sunshine State. He's got friends all over. Tony Williams, Wade and Charles, both of the two guys that he's been close with. I think just the lure of staying in the Sunshine State, whether it be Miami, whether it be UCF, whether it be Florida State, I just think it's going to be too hard. He's a really Florida kid. When I think about Florida guys, he's one that kind of really just embodies what I think when I think of a Florida guy. and I just think he's a guy who's going to end up staying in the Sunshine State.
All right. I like it. We don't agree on that one. All right. Next up, this one's a little controversial. Quarterback KJ Lacey, who's committed to Texas, and all signs say he's solid, but you and I both know these QB dominoes can shift really fast. So stick or flip, KJ Lacey. I'm going stick to Texas. How about you?
I'm going flip, and the team I'm going to look at is Alabama. And reason being, I think Texas ends up where this is all prediction based, and I could be wrong. It's 2 left shoes and a $3 bill. But what I will say is that I don't think Texas allows Keelan Russell to get out, and if they out of the state, and I do think that if that does happen, I think Alabama, with his relationship with Ryan Williams, the 5-star all-world wide receiver last year, they played together at Saraland for multiple years. I think that plays a big part in him flipping to the Tide. So if I think right now as of today, I'm gonna take KJ Lacey to flip.
Yeah, and I'd watch both those teams in the state of Alabama, to be honest with you, Auburn and Alabama, but I got them sticking for now, so we'll see on that one. Now, the next name, we're going to end on a doozy here. 5-star quarterback Julian Lewis committed to USC. Man, USC fans been all over me, so let's go stick or flip. Julian Lewis, I'm going stick. Look, I talked to Julian Lewis. We sat down, and there are things in LA that other cities just, hey, they can't provide, and when I spoke to him, he really seems locked in. I know he's going to take all these visits, but I did ask him at some point, are you going to shut this down and recruit to the team that you are locked into? He said, yes, that's going to happen in either July or August. He's going to shut it all down. No more visits. So right now, USC has a gauntlet that they got to run through with all these official visits that Juju's about to take, but I'm going stick. So now I'll throw it to you for Julian Lewis, USC stick or flip.
I thought you were gonna say flip, so I could have just came through with the hammer like, no, he's gonna stick. But you kind of stole my thunder, and yeah, I think he's gonna stick as well for those same reasons, and also just because when you think about a commitment, he committed earlier and very, very early in the process, and I think that was based on his relationship with Lincoln Riley. And when I talk about the relationship that he has with other coaches and who's calling and when does he talk to him, I think that's his best relationship overall as a head coach. I think his best overall relationship is at Indiana with Tino Sanseri. But outside of that, I just think I think it's just going to be too hard. He's a ready-made product for Southern Cal. I think Colorado and Auburn are going to give them everything they want, though.
Yeah. Hey, we'll play this game in a couple weeks when official visits start to wrap up, but I appreciate you humoring me and sitting down on the hot seat. I'm sweating over here playing stick or flip. Now, let's go to the real recruiting experts. You know, the ones in the comments section. Do you guys agree with our picks or disagree? Let us know who's flipping, who's sticking. Comment section below. Well, you've made it to the end of today's video, but there's hundreds more videos on the On3 Recruits channel for you to check out. And also, while you're here, hit subscribe.